Hey guys, Dr. Ben here. Welcome to a Power Pack Brokerpreneur Byte. Get ready to dive into proven strategies for recruiting top talent, retaining your best agents, and skyrocketing sales in the next 10 minutes. I'm your host, of course, Dr. Ben Spears, along with our real estate guru, Matt Vi. Join us as we unravel the secrets to take your brokerage to new heights. Let's dive in.
You can smile and dial. You can hit your numbers. You can, make, the number's 40 to 1, right? So if you make 40 dials and you talk to 40 people, you're going to get at least one appointment out of that. If you're really good at it, if you shape your script, all that, okay, all of those things can absolutely fall in place. I will contest that in this way. I will say that this is why that's a bad idea. If you are a manager that is trying to focus on growth and have an enterprise that is centered around growth, you don't have time to make that many phone calls and take that much failure beating over the head in order for you to just get that one appointment. There's got to be a better way, right? And so,
it's tough enough just
being a broker,
being there,
right?
Much less, saying I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be putting out fires. I'm gonna be helping as many people as many agents as I can.
I'm gonna support. I'm gonna be a leader.
I'm gonna be filling up flat tires like Matt has done before, and there's all these different things. Oh, and I'm gonna hop on the phone for supposedly 40% of my day,
right?
And just call agent after agent after agent and say,
and literally have them tell you you're like the fifth broker that's called me, right? I mean, right. So here's part of the secret.
Yep.
Part of the secret is that agent is in the middle of their day, and you're literally calling them up with some tired ass script, and you're saying something that they've heard before, or some version of, even if you're really good at it, some version of what they've heard before. And yes, you might be able to convert them and trick them and whatever and all that kind of stuff and get them, and just your energy is infectious and all that kind of stuff. But that's not authentically what's going to happen with them every day. Yeah. So you're calling them in the middle of the day, in the middle of their business, which they should be busy, right? Hopefully that's the ones you're calling. In the middle of their busy day, you're interrupting them to talk, to smile and dial, right? Yep. You're smiling. You're like, Absolutely. Hey, I got this energy. I got this power. I got all this. You need to come meet with me. And they come meet with you and they sign on. And then what are you doing with 40% of your day? You're calling somebody else.
Yeah.
Right?
You've promised them all these things, and you got them, and
now you got to deliver.
I don't have enough time. I got 40% of my day.
That's right.
Here
I have to make how many calls in order to just put somebody else in it, right?
Yeah, there's not even any numbers left on my phone.
Right. I've called them all. I've asked all the girls in the bar out for a date. All of them said no. So the truth about calling is you got to make phone calls. Let's be clear about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is not saying that you don't, right? Because phone call is still a great way to connect with people.
Yeah.
The conversation you have with them, what you say matters. Mm-hmm. How you say it absolutely, positively matters.
Yeah, and this isn't coming from, don't confuse this with that silver bullet that we just talked about.
That's right. That's absolutely right. It's this. You have to authentically be engaged in what's going on. You have to know a lot about it. When I call somebody, if I talk to them, we mentioned this. There was somebody that we were dealing with that we were helping them out with a recruit, right? And so I made the phone call. I did some research before I picked up the phone. I did not know the person, but I picked up the phone. And whenever I talked to them, I was able to talk to them specifically about some of the things that I knew about them, because guess what? Everybody's got a bio online.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, it's more like being a sniper versus, firing with a shotgun.
Right. Absolutely. Both of them will work.
Yeah.
But if you're in this as a marathon versus a sprint, you're going to need the sniper's rifle.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So what you say is going to make a difference. Here's the key thing. It really needs to be about them. Mm-hmm. You need to figure out what it is about them, where it is that you can help in the initial conversations that you have that can help them. But you also want to make sure that you're connecting with them on a level that is very helpful from a time perspective from them, right? So maybe you text them ahead of time and you say, hey Ben, this is Matt with ABC real estate company. I'm going to give you a call over the next couple of days because of whatever. I just wanted to check in first and make sure that you're going to be in town. Don't want to catch you at the wrong time.
Yep.
And they're going to respond back, and what are they going to say? Hey, what's this about? When they respond and say, hey, what's this about? What are we going to do?
You're going to call them and say, well, here's what it's about.
That's exactly right. So you're gonna pick up and you're gonna be connected with them, and you're gonna say, hey, listen, I know you got just a minute. I just wanted to tell you really quick. Here's blah blah blah, fill in the blank, right? Yeah. The other stuff that we teach in coaching, we go through all that and how all that works, right?
Yeah, and I want to say something that I think is really pertinent here. You had talked about, when you call and you connect with this person, let's really define the word connection, because a lot of times on statistics or on recruiting calls or whatever,
right,
a connection can be I called, they heard my voice and I hung up, right? Some people would define that as, well, I connected,
right.
But that's not the type of connection that
we're talking
you and
about.
I are talking about.
Right.
This is a connection of the next time you call or the next time you send an email or a smoke signal or however you communicate, that person sees your name or sees your number and is like,
yeah,
oh, I had a really good conversation with him or her last time.
I'm willing to stop doing what I'm doing in the middle of my day to take this call.
Yeah, because we connected.
Right. And so that happens from a delivery of value standpoint. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we've said it a bunch of times before. The first thing they have to receive is value. The first thing they have to experience is culture. Right. Yep. And so that needs to come through on that initial phone call whenever you're originally talking to the person. That needs to make sure that you happen. And there's some real simple ways of making sure that happens if you're willing to open your mind up a little bit and it not be about you, but it actually be about them.
Yeah, and that's tough to do.
It is.
That's really tough to do because we all love talking about ourselves, and you should be behind your brand. You should be behind your company, and you should say, "Gosh, you should really feel like I love what we have to offer.
Yep,
we're the best. We're the best brokerage in town. Every agent should want to come here.
Yep."
But that doesn't mean that that's the way the conversation needs to start. But that's where oftentimes it gets started.
Absolutely. They automatically, a lot of times we want to start selling the benefit,
yeah,
right, instead of the value.
Yeah, or even, I've definitely spoken with brokers before where they called and I guess they just had no idea what they were doing, but they were calling starting with a negative.
Yeah.
Hey,
I saw
your website.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. We offer,
right.
We offer free websites where,
Well, I was looking at your numbers. Your numbers are down this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep. They think they can jump right into that and use fear, right? If they're gonna start off the conversation with that, or if they're gonna quickly jump into that, that means they're gonna use fear for the rest of what they do.